Hey YouTube, it's me, Smoking DM. Been a minute, been a long minute, ain't gonna deny it. Just lazy. I mean, it's a baseline for everything in my life. I ain't gonna fucking sugarcoat that shit at all. Just lazy. Have not fucking felt like fucking documenting half the shit I've been doing. But I still have been having my time consumed with crafts and such, and kind of want to just give you guys like a general like, hey, what happened to this dude? Like, I haven't seen him in like 6 months. Is he like dead? No, I'm very much still animated, still moving about and respirating and all that essential life essentials, all that essential life essentials. But anyways, just being an ass like normal. I've been off the beaten track a bit. Pardon me. I started. Well, pretty much a lot of life changes, and not around as my friends as often as I would like to be, and not much time to orchestrate long campaigns and shit like that. You know, getting old, life, people, change, all that atypical shit. Anyways, but I'm a gamer in general. I like everything, you know, not just role-playing games. I like a lot of different various tabletop games. And one in particular I've been investing a lot of time into. If the title of this episode is not a dead giveaway by now, this is a pretty fun miniature tabletop game that is called Zombicide. And I'm not going to go into it because essentially if you know what it is, you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're smart enough to type in something to a search engine. I'm just going to show you the end results pretty much and do a little bit of vlogging as far as why I haven't been around. Or not so much why I haven't been around, but at least update you as far as like, yeah, you know, this is why I haven't been recording, because I've been consuming a lot of my time into this. And talk a little bit about 5th edition, which I have yet to play, but I'm extremely interested in playing. It looks like fun. The mechanics are streamlined and efficient, and reminds me of the 2nd edition days all over again. So it kind of rekindled in me the inspiration to want to get back onto the horse as far as playing and running games and shit like that. Definitely not in the mood to pinch out $50 per rule book when all 3 books aren't even out yet. So, I mean, there's a lot of, lack of a better term, I guess, gray area. And I kind of want to have that, you know, maybe it's just me, but for every system, if I can't get it, you know, 2 or 3 books and, like, have all the bases covered, and to that point, I'm not really interested. Personal preference. I mean, I know you can do it. I know they have adventures out and everything like that, but I've always been the person that, like, I'm the world builder, and maybe I'm just looking at it backwards, but from my perspective, I would probably come out with the DM supplements before the player supplements. Just an odd thought, I don't know. It's just like, maybe it's just to get people engaged in, like, what they can be excited to play versus having the arbitrator of the game have some reference point in time to construct a world for the people to play in. That's where I'm coming off at that. So, just goofy to me. It just seems backwards. I mean, everybody got their opinion about everything. You know, that's just mine. It seems backwards. But anyways, back to Zombicide. Fun game. Shoot 'em up. No brain really involved, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, like, you know, there's strategy involved. Sure, there's some strategic value in the game, granted. But as far as, like, role-playing or, you know, a Pathfinder stage set of rules, you know, like, look, no, you ain't gonna find it here. This is kicking the door, kill the stuff in the most extreme fashion, and if you're not kicking in the door and killing stuff, shit will come outside in the streets and kick your ass, essentially. And, you know, it's got enough variance on it to be interesting from game to game, you know? You can always play as a different player. I did not kickstart 1 or 2. I own both of those, plus all the extra add-on packs. The only thing I think I'm really missing are the dog companions. And the only reason I really haven't picked those up is because I started this painting process, and I kind of look at it as this, like, more shit to paint. Ooh, you know, like, fucking, this is one of those things that's just like, you kind of put your toes in, but you don't know what the fuck, how deep that pool can get, because it is literally like some of the amount of painting that I've done, just like I feel like I should be hiring an army, you know, like a workshop, like Da Vinci or something like that to help me finish all this shit off, because yeah, it's been consuming. But the idea is when it's done, and it'll be rewarding. And also in the background, I liked 5th edition from what I've read from the free PDFs and everything like that, and thought like, damn, they did a knockoff of 3rd edition, if you guys recall, called Modern, D20 Modern. I like that a lot. And I was thinking, well, I want to make a conversion already from 5th edition, how they streamlined it, and make it modernized, you know, and then have a scenario generator. And the idea is I'm crafting like kind of like an RPG survival game, and the idea is called Afterworlds, you know, and it's about the characters surviving in a post-apocalyptic world. And I know I already said I don't like that because it has no flavor context. That's why I want to build the flavor context in the game with a whole bunch of charts, because I'm an old school gamer. Charts are like magic. You know, it's just like, it cuts down the prep time, and then using it in combination with this new system where it seems like they aligned a lot of that prep time out. You know, you can kind of just pick and choose, like, oh, it's got a feat. Put in a chart for that. That'd be great too. Like, oh, what chart is he? Oh, he's lucky, so he's got the same feat as the rest of your characters, as far as what I've heard about the feat. That people seem to like that one a lot. But anyways, yeah, the idea is making like a post-apocalyptic world and like have different simulated outcomes and everything like that. One of them being zombies, and getting some double use out of my miniatures, essentially. But I think I've BS'd enough. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just maybe take well, you know, I'll grab my storage, and I'll show you how it's stored as well, because I think that's another thing that a lot of people, like me personally, I typed it into my search engine of choice of like Zombicide storage, because literally after 3 boxes and then all these supplement boxes, you're talking about a full closet full of shit for one game. So it's just like, something had to be done. So I'll grab my shit and I'll set it up, and we'll grab the camera and we'll kind of open it up together and all that shit. So watch out. There may be some fingers coming up in the near future blocking views and such. I'll try to make sure these sausage links, you know, stay out of the way. Alright, so this is what I got going for my stuff as far as storage. Ugh. Got a big, like, Tupperware box, couple bucks, like $5 or whatever. Kind of liked it. I don't know. I like black. I like dark colors. Or should I say shades. Oh, there you go. Smuts all over. That's what you get for being sloppy smoker. Ha ha ha. Anyways, so I got like this top little box thing right up here that I kind of just made out of this jive. I don't know. Poster board, I suppose, whatever the hell you call it. Yeah, you know. Ooh, fancy poster board. Anyway, so I took that. I got my supplement rule books, all that, yada yada yada, on top, along with the 2 big debris piles. And then that, I have all my tiles for the game, but I left some room because I am finally. I shit the bed totally. I wanted to kickstart this game, but it just totally slipped my mind. I forgot all about it. And all of a sudden, like a year later, I was just like, I don't know why or how I came across it. I was like, oh, son of a bitch, you know, forgot all about it. But I am back, starting Season 3 and getting the extra promos and all those goodies. But essentially what I did was just make this out of a foam board. And see how I stack them all in there, and it's got like the little finger groove right there and such on the side, so I can pull them out. But yeah, you know, big whoop. I mean, but hey, it stores and it keeps them from shifting all over the damn place, and yeah, durable. It works. All right. This I'm kind of slacking on, but all the characters that I've accumulated so far, I'll just kind of keep them off to the side for now. There's going to be a character like Trapper Keeper. I don't know what to call it really, but yeah, it's coming out.
So I was just thinking that I'll just wait it out and use that for what it's worth. It supposedly holds like 50 characters, and that's about what I'm going to have by the time I get the Kickstarter and all the extra goodies I got with it. And I think I'll just spray paint that black like everything else. And that reminds me, I just picked up more spray paint, and I got to finish this, so maybe I'll just do that while I'm here, pulling all this shit out anyways. But right here, it's pretty cool. A little extra piece of stuff to work with after I finish the other stuff. But yeah, this is the main box. It's zombies, how I keep my zombies. And what I did is I took like a arts and crafts box that I had, took out all the stuff that was inside of it, spray painted it, and cut out some of the caution zombie signs that come on the packaging itself, and implemented that into it too, because hey, you know, better than just flat black box, I thought. And you just crack it open like so, and open it up, and inside I kind of have it like, you know, the dud. And here's, like I said, it never stops. There's stuff to paint, but I'm happy to say I got all my toxics and all my berserkers, or aka angry zombies, done. And what I've done is I have them separated out. Like, well, okay, maybe I don't, but the idea is to have them separated out. Alright, there we go. But yeah, fatties and runners, like up on the top. And then all the walkers of various types in the bottom. I even have spaces left for the shit that's going to be coming out. Some of the abominations and the damn dogs I haven't even base coated yet. But they are glued, because I'm sure people have had those issues. Oh gosh. Of not being able to hold on to them. No. Of them popping off the pegs. So they're already glued and ready for that action. Okay, then after that, so I keep my heroes, or zombivers. Survivor. Blah, blah, blah. I just use a paint marker and throw a little detail of one of the boxes on there. Just, you know, gotta make it look cool. Hey, lost die. It's been reunited. Alright, yeah, I started doing some of these because I was getting bored as hell, but these guys still definitely need their detail work and quick shading. But yeah, it's one of the guest box ones, Uncle Hunk. I played as him once. He was pretty badass. This dude, though. This guy. This fucking preacher. I know he's base coated white, so you can barely see him right now. The survivor. This purple guy. He starts out with this thing called Super Strength, which pretty much lets him do 3 damage with all melee weapons. Wow. You want to talk about a kick-ass ability, dude. Give me a frying pan. Give me a nightstick. I don't give a damn, dude. I'll go up to that abomination and beat it to death. Alright, other stuff. I got these little boxes that the box of spray paint ran out on me. So I need to stop being so lazy, like I said, and touch these up. But let me see here. I'm going to pause this real quick and then open it. Watch this. It's going to be like instant movie magic. Ta-da! They're instantly open. Alright, so the idea, the concept is one of them holds the larger tokens. You know, debris, extra rooms, the towers and the cards and all that stuff. This one holds all the cards, wounds, and then the zombie spawn cards and everything like that. And the item cards, and then the dice and stuff like that. It even has some 4-siders in here, because I've been playing with a variant that I really like, that I saw that they're actually going to be throwing out in the 3rd season. But sometimes, you know, a lot of the missions only call for 4 spawns. So I'll just take some numbered pieces of paper or cardboard. I don't think I still have them. I think I just make them every time I use this variant. And just throw them on by the spawns as a reminder for what spawn. And then for the number of spawns, 4, obviously, I would hope you could put that together. You roll that amount of dice, and the spawns are located to different spawn points, pretty much. Throws up the game a little bit. You know, sometimes you'll have that one spawn hit like 4 spawns in one turn, and here comes the horde from the north or something like that. So it's kind of cool. And then, you know, bags of like the tokens, like the extra tokens and stuff like that. And, you know, one bag is like for the stuff that I'll have at the table, you know, putting the bowl or whatever, or the cup, however you hold your stuff. And then, you know, I got the doors in one bag, all the spawns and the exits in another, all the Arrhenius, like, extra maybes at the table in a small bag, you know, so I might have leadership or, you know, you might need barricades, etc. And then the last bag is just all the tokens, like mission objective tokens and stuff like that. Trying to hope that, you know, organization will set you free with this game, because that is the biggest downside I'd have to say about this game, is setup and breakdown. So hopefully having like not a whole bunch of slots and everything like that when I finish the game, I can just take the zombies and chuck them back into their respective holes, I guess, or holders. Will be a hell of a lot easier than breaking them down tray by tray each time that I was playing, because that was just enough to deter me from not wanting to play, which is sad because it's such a freaking awesome game, like I was saying. Oh, and here's one last thing. Okay, so maybe I have doing something else besides painting. Here's the craft I made for this game. Guillotine. For, you know, of course, it's made, Zombicide is made by Guillotine Games, so I thought, why not work it into the idea of, here. Yeah, because if you have played and collected this game, like me, this is just a bad example because I don't feel like digging out all the cards for it. These stacks of cards are going to get mountainous. So here's an idea as far as being able to keep the cards in one damn spot without them falling all over the table all the time. You know, it's a card holder. Big whoop. But I thought it was cool because, hey, it's a guillotine. Guillotine Games. It fits the flavor. Zombies, blood. Yay. Alright. Now I'll go through the arduous task of actually pulling out what I've painted, show you what I've got done so far, why. Some of you probably thought, man, this dude is probably just long gone because we haven't seen or heard anything from him in months. And give you my annoying laugh one last time. Alright. Yeah, let's do this damn thing. This is going to be a pain in the ass. It's like all the hassle of setting up and not even playing, so I hope somebody actually watches this and they're like, wow, cool, man. Alright, done.
This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Government officials Center for Disease Control has reported an outbreak on unified contact with the regenerates dead tissue, prolonging life after clinical death. Evacuation is impossible. Stay in your homes and lock all doors. Lock all doors.
Pretty fucking cool.
So there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed my little show and tell. I don't know if this would spark any questions, comments, concerns. Maybe a subscriber or a like. Hey, because yeah, why not? You know, that's pretty much the idea for me to be on here, is to express my creativity, and hopefully through the network of people doing their own stuff, I can find some interesting shit, give me inspiration and such to do projects like this. Saying like the Zombicide project was kind of like somebody else started showing their paints and kind of inspired me to do mine. I picked and choose from a couple of the more popular painting videos that I've seen that have been posted. I did mine cheap because I kind of felt like, you know, first off, I'm a cheap bastard. You know, when I splurge on something big, like the game itself. So I wasn't going to buy a shitload of paint. And it's funny that I started doing this project, and then I saw that the same company just now recently, maybe like within the month, came out with a painting set to paint the zombies with. And I was like, son of a... Where were you? But anyways... I did all of that stuff, base coat it with either white for like certain zombies, like the berserker ones, the convict looking ones, because I knew I was going to be using primarily orange because they're all in orange, you know, federal convict, you know, big boy crime jumpsuits. You know, it's not state, it ain't no state boys, man. These are some feds, you know, the rapists, murderers, you know, the hardcore motherfuckers. So, orange on a white median just made more sense to me to pop. The other ones I base coated with necrotic flesh. I don't know if that's Citadel or Games Workshop, I'm not sure, but just type in necrotic flesh paint. Ta-da! Beautiful thing, the internet. But yeah, also I did that for the... Wow, cat's going berserk over here. Doesn't like boxes. Lost train of thought. Thank you, kitty. But anyways, yeah, going on, I base coated them, necrotic flesh, and I did the Zombivers. They're base coated with necrotic flesh, and then the survivor counterparts, I base coated white, just to also have that differential, like besides torn up clothes and stuff. Then I hit them with the colors, which I said are just cheapo acrylic dollar paint. You know, sure, it might add up to like $30 or something like that if you actually want to have a nice palette of paint to work from. But $30 versus $300, give or take a few bucks if you catch what I'm going there. My paints just as cheap. I like, I believe it's like a set of brushes for like $2. You get like 5. You know, they're like detail brushes. Just any big store without dropping any name drops, you know, where you can go in and buy crap at pretty much cheap. Yeah, ran out of battery on that one. So yeah, quick change, put the plug in and all that stuff. But yeah, anyway, I just want to wrap it up real quick. I'm going to try to get this video together and slap it up mediocrely as I possibly can. Yeah, so 5th edition, looking to get into that. Friends, you know, somebody wants to jump on here and, you know, bullshit Google Hangout or something like that, maybe bullshit 5th edition. Fill me in a little bit more. I've been watching a couple channels that I've been getting a lot of information and watching some gameplay footage actually. Nerdarchy, pretty fucking awesome channel. Those are some dudes that I would like to fucking hang out with. You know, there's the other typical channels and stuff like that, but those guys, I don't know, they really fucking speak to me. So yeah, 5th edition. Oh, good God. Yeah, oopsie daisy there. Well, let me try to finish this before somebody gets hurt, namely myself. Well, I'm going to go off and try to hit a couple bullet points of, you know, try to bring some sort of fucking summarization to this hodgepodge of fuckery. Interested in playing 5th edition, so much so that I think it's going to be cool to spawn a world of my own making as far as trying to maybe update the modern D20 rule set into 5th edition. If anybody thinks that's a cool idea, maybe wants to help me out with that, give some ideas or something like that, brainstorm or whatever. I'm looking forward to it. Google Hangout. You can hit me up through Facebook, or should I say YouTube. You can also hit me up through Facebook, the Smoking DM. I'm not comfortable enough yet to just give away my name. I mean, people know me, and I'll put these on my page and stuff like that, so they can see them too. But I'm comfortable with them. I don't know. It's odd, I guess. I'm sitting here putting myself out in the public, but yet I just don't want to accept the whole fucking public. I think that's understandable. People kind of get the gist of where I'm going with that, thus the moniker and all that stuff. But yeah, bullet points being 5th edition. Zombicide, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, or ideas, because I've been thinking of making my own boards for Zombicide as well, just to have scenarios and such. I did make and paint a few things, but they're not finished, but the idea is kind of like a knockoff of Call of Duty, Nazi zombies and stuff like that. So I started making little set pieces and stuff like that with magnetic bases and stuff, and I'm going to make them a board with magnetic pieces so they stay nice and look pretty. So a lot of shit, man. I'm here and I'm fucking there when it comes to all these ideas. But yeah, 5th edition, Zombicide, working on maybe like D20 5th edition modern would be cool. If somebody wants to help out with that, knock the ball around would be awesome. If somebody wants to maybe set up a Google Hangout and I can maybe sit in or maybe participate in some shape or fashion for a 5th edition, it would be really cool as well. It'd be really friendly of you, and thank you in advance for reaching out, because shit, that's really cool. You don't have to do that. Yeah, like I said, before something gets break, I'm gonna finish this up because this runtime of this video is probably colossal at this point. But it's been a long time since I posted, so I kind of want to just get it all out there. All right. Have a fucking awesome Halloween. It's right around the corner. My favorite personal holiday. Hope everybody else can enjoy it as much as I do. I love makeup and all that shit. I think you guys might have seen a couple pictures here or there in the past of some of the crap I've done. Yeah. Alright. Take care of yourselves.